Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here, guys. So check it out. I am here doing some nails, some really long nails too, right? I'm gonna try something out here, and I've been seeing these nails that are like crochet nails. And then I saw this lady making them out of actually like an aquarium kind of nail. So they actually crochet something and she stuffed it inside of the aquarium. Boom, it's wearable, washable, you know, that type of stuff. But of course, they have all kinds of ones where you could just like crochet it and then just put it on top of your nail. But I want to try this right here. I'm interested. Let's see what goes on, right? So I have my nails that I'm going to be doing. And we're going to, you know, build a base on the back of it. I've never done this, by the way. And I'm just going to try this out. I'm going to be doing this with my card potty gel, which is actually very, very sticky stuff. But the other one that I do prefer did not have clear. So anyways, this is what we're using. And what this is, the actual nails here, that they're square, and the reason you want it to, you know, you want it to be square is because for me, I'm not a big crocheter. I love crocheting, don't get me wrong, I really do, but I haven't crocheted in years. It's not even something, you know, I was really good at or nothing, but I did enjoy it. So I want to be able to just do something simple. I don't even know what I'm doing yet, but it's just, you know, a couple of lines, something that will be even. So if I had to do this in a different shape, it would just make it a little bit harder for me to do. And I'm, you know, I'm not an expert crocheter or nothing, so I'm going to be using this little very thin thing here, thread, and this I've used in the past to make earrings. Super cute, actually. They turned out kind of cute. I should dig them up and maybe show them here, but I'm using this because it's little, you know, and allows you to do little things. But I also think it's perfect for what I'm doing. I'm doing some birthday nails for Robin, and she loves this green, and she likes purple, so why not use this, right? So that's what I got going on. And then I got these nails from my card as well when I was getting their box a couple of years ago. I don't even know if they still do the box. I mean, I just started getting the box, and literally like 4 months later, bam, we're not doing this box anymore. So yeah, that happened. And I don't know, I heard that we're coming back, but I never saw it. So the first thing I want to do is just measure, and these are just buffed because I'm used to doing that. They didn't need to, I don't think. But this is measured. I'm just going to put a little line here, and I think I'm just going to use this, my, what is this thing? Stamping polish, because I can always just wipe this off. It's not going to be there forever, you know, when I'm done. But what I want to do is make sure that I don't put my back past where my nail meets. You know what I mean? Because I can't have that stuff over here. So that's the reason for that. And I'm just going to use a little bit here to make a little marking real quick. Here, boom, boom. Just on each side, a little marking. Now my nail comes right here, boom. And now my thingy comes right here, boom. And I wouldn't want that to pass that, right? So that's what I'm going to be doing to all of those. And then we'll begin the work. I'm going to basically get my little polisher, put it right here, boom, put this on here, cure it so it glues to it. And then we'll put a little plug here and another little plug here. That's what I've seen a whole bunch of people do, you know. So let's check it out. Let's do it. I'm just showing you how I'm doing this because this, I don't want it to be a super duper long video for you either. And I'm going to be doing a lot of crap, you hear me? A lot. So here we go. I'm just putting it there, securing it, and I'm doing my line. And I will probably go just a little bit below that anyway, you know, just to be sure. Right there. There we go. And next. And that is what I will be doing. There we go. Okay, so everybody has their little mark on them of where I should be aiming for. And I have my little, I don't even know what they call these things, but it's for forms, you know, when you're putting on your nail. But a lot of people use it for anything. They just be creating little decals and stuff on it. So I have my alcohol. This is just alcohol here. And I'm using this little brush from Jolene. It's a little box that I got from them on Amazon. It comes with several of them in there. So, okay, so this is just to help shape it and pot it however you want, because this stuff, you know, is very sticky and stuff, so the alcohol is like the repellent or whatever. So that's what we're going to do. And now that we know the size, I'm just going to put a little bit right here. It's very hard. If you want to, like, you could warm it up in some warm water so it's not so crazy hard. I usually leave mine hard, to be honest, because I work so slow. I work so slow that I need for it to be a little hard to begin with. So there I go, and then I'm just going to be using this guy as my guide on length. As far as the width goes, I will also use it, you know what I mean? Because there it is, and I know what width I need to go. And I'm just going to have this to dab on so that I'm not dripping, soak wet. Now I want this to be extremely skinny. Super skinny. So be honest, I don't even need this much. I should cut this thing and do another one alongside, really. That's how it just sticks. The middle sticky. I'm sure that's plenty of length, and I'm gonna check it now. Come down. I do want it to be thin, you know, because that's gonna be in the back, but also not too crazy thin that it'll just break on me. I need you to be there. Let's see. I feel like the length is good. Get length. I meant to say the thickness of it is fine. Let me see. Smooth that baby out there. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so let's see. The thickness, I'm happy with. I could always buff a little bit on the side, you know? I'd rather actually be a little bit over second, because you see that? It's like right on the money, you know? Okay, and then as far as length goes, okay, so I'm looking at this right here too, right, from where I started. And I'm going to cut that in half. What I'm going to use is this stick right here. This stick is really nice for potty gel. I'm going to cut that right there so that could be another one, you know. Boom, boom, boom. A little separation there. Mind your business. Boom. I'm show. Mama, you go over there. Alright, so boom, boom. This could be one, right? And let me get this right here. I'm gonna come a little tiny. Gotta go in. And a bit tiny. I'm gonna show you in just a minute the width. I'm gonna pick it up and show you. So that right there, and to do the same with this guy. I don't know if I'll have enough, but let's see. I can still go that way. Come in. I mean, since it's the first time, it would be good to only do one, but I have a lot, so we're just gonna do 2. If it doesn't work, nobody dies. They'll be fine, dude. We'll be fine. We'll be A-okay. We just try again, pretty much. I'm just gonna come in between them because I don't want anything really sticking together in like a unibrow type situation. Dude, no unibrow. Chill. Okay. So vamos a ver. To me, this one could use being a little bit longer. And hang on. And, you know, I feel like almost the same length, but the thumb was a little bit longer than the rest of them, you know. So it's not necessarily one size fit all. Okay, let's see. Right from that little dot to right there. You see it? Ah, beep, beep. Okay, now let me show you. That's right on the money. That should be going a little tiny bit longer. You know, por si acaso, just in case, you know? Just in case. Here we go. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to show you here the width. Oh, you see that? It's tight, slim, but you see I'm actually like a little bit thicker right there. You see, I'm going to bring that down right now using my brush. And I can see right there. You see them? Boom, boom. I'm just trying to get them a little bit leveled, you know? You see the dip right there? See that dip? Let's undip it, right? So I'm going to have it from the side so I can see real nice. And I'm just moving it from the thicky into the one that has a dip. Into the area of the dip. They cannot be dippable. I don't know how much that really matters, to be honest. But I just feel like the more even I have it, the better to work with. I would imagine, you know. Vamos a ver. Let's see. And then this one, that is just a little thick over here. Hold up, we need to be a little wet. See, if it'll catch if it doesn't have enough alcohol. And of course, the more alcohol you put on it, the more you're weakening it, and then the easier, of course, it is to work with or whatever, because it's becoming, you know, softer. So you can see why I leave my heart. Yo, because it be taking me a hot second there. Okay. So, you know how it really goes thinner towards the end? So we're not going to hate on that. Let me see. Hold up. Boom. Alright. And it levels some, but not, you know, not as much as the polish, you know, does. Alright, so let's see. Alright, that's looking better. There we go. We got a little bit more of a level situation. See? So now I'm going to cure that. And then when it comes out, yep, then we'll be able to take a look, okay? And basically, we'll need the closing. Ka-ting-ting was going to be closing on each end. Boom. Alright, let's do it. I'm going to put onto this one what's going to be closing on the bottom and at the top. And it's just basically going to be a little piece of this. A little for your little. Which is one of the main things that people do when they're doing polish. As you can see, is use too much, you know. It just seems like you need more. That doesn't seem like enough. But it really does go a long way. Alright, so this is my little teeny weenie. my little teeny weeny, and I'm gonna shape it, what is it, like straight and then oval like that, you know, like this on the top, like the shape of what do they call those things, protractor, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's what that is, and I'm gonna need one for the bottom and one for the top. And of course, again, I don't want it to be super big or nothing, but I'm not going to install them. But I do want to have them all done so that whenever I'm ready to install, boom, they're ready for me too. And I can see by this, and this guy has just come out. I can look at it real quick here. See my two guys, they are extremely sticky. They're not no wipe or anything. It's super sticky. So I'm just wiping them here. So when I grab them, basically they don't get on my nerves. Because they'll be like, oh, why are you so sticky? Get it off of me. Here we go. Boom. Alright, well, let me take them off. And they will be sticky on the other side as well. There's one. And there's numero dos. I'm going to put it here just to take some of that off. I don't like that. Don't like that. There it is. Okay. So I just have those two little guys. And what will happen is that I will take it and put it here. Just like that. So I'm able to, as far as the size, is great. Because I want to buff that down and make it perfect there on the side. And then right here, what I'm doing with this little guy is boop, blocking that. And that looks good. That looks like a good size. Okay, so I think we're in the money, baby. We just got to make 3 more of those. And then this little guy, I'm going to make, because I need 2 each, 10 of these little bastards. Alright, so there we go. Let's do the thing. And when I have all these little guys done, I will come back to you. I'll clear this again. I'm doing 90 seconds on this thing just to make sure I'm all good. Okay, let's rock and roll, baby. So far, so good, though. Alright, so now I have 10 of the little pieces here for the top and the bottom portion when we seal them off. But my next step is just to go ahead and glue this back piece onto each of the nails, right? So I have my marker to let me know that I shouldn't go any higher than that or it's going to lay on this. And we don't want that, a big old high poofy nail up there. So that's not going to flow. It needs to be normal there and then a poofy on the bottom. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring it right here and even go just a tad below it just because I'm dramatic and I want to make sure I'm nowhere near here, you know. So that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to be putting these on using my gel base from Coupon because it is a really nice thick gel. You can actually... see, it just doesn't run down like that, you know. Oh, whoa, I'm not there. It's not a super runny guy, you know. He's really thick. You know what I mean? You saw that retraction? Wait, maybe you didn't because I need to be like that. Yeah, buddy. Okay, so that's why I'm using that. And then I'm going to be doing it not on this side. That's the side that I molded. It has not been buffed or anything, but look how close, you know what I mean? That's pretty flipping good, but it hasn't been buffed or nothing. It's smooth, it's nice. However, I do want to use the side that lay flat on my guy here because that side's going to be flat and 0 bumps on that. And I want to make sure that my guy, when he's on here, he doesn't have no ridges and lumpy or nothing. And it's no matter how close I can't come as close as this. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm just going to use that right there. Once it's on, then I do my buff to make it fit exactly the nail. And then my back will get buffed up and actually be even, you know? So that's what we're going to be doing there. And all I'm doing is going to be pretty simple. But I'm also going to take advantage again of this. And what's good about this is that you could put this into cure, blah, no problema, right? Let me just clean it off though a little bit here with alcohol. Okay, so I'm gonna lay it there. Just for it to be my vehicle, you know? And then I'm gonna do a flash cure so that I don't move it around trying to get it into the curing lamp and mess up my angle, right? So there's my guy, boom, boom. I'm gonna get this guy on it, and what I'm gonna do, I'm not sweating that guy. I'm gonna put it on here real quick. And again, remember, this is my first time doing this. I've never done this, but letting you know what I'm doing, okay? Just a little bit there, boom, boom, trying to get my edge. There it is. And on this edge as well. And I really don't want this inside, to be honest. And I can see I'm in there, so I'm going to wipe it with my little cleaning brush here. So you can see I'm in there on this side. I'm just going to wipe it right here like, dude, get out of there. You don't belong. Boom. And even on the other side, too, I'm going to wipe it as well. Boom, just to make sure, because even though I'm not doing the type of design that really matters, I do want it to be as clear as possible, you know. So I'm gonna put that there so you can see whatever it is that I'm adding to it. So I'm gonna put it there, and then I'm gonna cure a little bit here with this guy. And I'll do a full minute. Really, it doesn't take but seconds, and it's like already done. Honestly. So, I'm going to cure that guy there. And we'll look at him when he comes back. And while he cures, we can just do another one here. I'm just going to lay him right there. And you can see he's definitely not flat. He's a little bit local. Alright, here we go. Let's get right through. There it is. And I'm doing this so it doesn't flow inward. You know, as much as possible. As least as possible. This side. Boom. Only there, my friend, only there. Because I'm going to be doing a top coat and all of that later on at the end. So it'll have plenty of reinforcement when it's all said and done. Wiping that up. Boom. Putting them down. Making sure I don't pass my line there. There he is. There you go. Couple of seconds so he doesn't slip and slide. And my other guy just came out. And you see there he is. He has that little guy glued on there. So of course I want to be careful when I'm buffing that I don't do anything too wild. Until I reinforce him, because I mean, I guess, I don't know, you know what I mean? But I just feel like I would like to reinforce him with a top coat. Whoa, party time. And yeah, so what I'll do now is just buff this guy, and then the same for these little guys. I'll buff it and sit it right inside at the top like this, you know. So that's another reason to leave a little space, is so that you could put this little guy on him, you know what I mean? And then he could be right on. And look, my guy is very big on the side, but once I buff him in, he could boop drop in, you know, and I'll do the same thing and put a little bit of this and do it. And then when we stuff our stuff in there, we'll get another little guy and put him right here like this. Like that. Wait, I'm lying. Like this. The flat part here. Wow, my guys are super big. And then boom. So I'm gonna really have to buff these little guys down a lot. Dude, I'm not looking forward to that. Dude, no. Alright, so this other dude came out and there he is. Same situation with him. Pop pop. And then he'll be in. I don't know. Do I want to use a hand file? I have one that's one of those on the metal. So maybe. I don't know. It looks pretty like a lot of drama. You know what I mean? Taking that off. We'll see what happens. I'll think about it once I have all these done. And then I will come back and let you know how we rolling, baby. Alright, so there it is. And I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate here how we got this little guy. He's not closed off on this end yet because I want to stuff my thing in there. You know, I'm going to stuff my crochet stuff inside. But on the top part, I did go ahead and glue that guy on there, you see. So it can't come that way, you know. So the marker is right there so that I can wear this and then, you know, have that in there. But I really want to go lower a little bit. I would like that to fit a little bit more, you know, snug. So with this one, I'm just going to show you here what I used to do it. So I wasn't sure what I wanted to use, but here we go. I'm not big on pulling out this drill, but really it's what I needed. So just like a regular filing situation on a nail. For the outside, I'm going to use this filer here, and it's one of those metal ones. And it's 150, 100, but it's only because 150 is what they had. They didn't have 180. Otherwise, you know, that's what I would have gotten there. So on this size, I am using 100 because I need that to go quickly. Get out of here. So I'm just going to buff it, holding it like this. Get that out of here. See, it doesn't take that much, really. But once it's been aligned, then I can come over here, bust it out. then what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna talk about this top part right here. Like with this guy, what I was saying, I wish, well, I should have come down, you know, giving myself more room so that I can apply a little bit better onto my nail, you know, and reach the top of my nail. So with this guy, what I'm going to do is before I place one of these guys in it, which do need to be buffed, before I can place that in there so it can fit. All of these are, of course, different sizes, so they're not going to be a one-size-fit-all, you know. I'm going to have to measure them as I go. I mean, you know. So to do that, I'm going to buff some of this down. What I'm going to use to get in there is going to be this right here. And it's this little filer's used to like get on the inside. So that's what I'm going to be using here with my Melody Susie little portable guy here. So I'm just going to put this on to like 6 or something, nothing major. And I'm just going to hit homeboy right here so that he could come down a little bit. And when I put him on here, good. He's good. And also give him a little space to put my top on him. You know what I mean? My top still has to go on. So, there it is. Just clean down just a little bit there. Alright. There we go. Now, I'm going to buff my top piece right here. That'll sit right inside there. So it's basically some buffing because I made them quite large, you know. I don't know what I'm doing. This is my first time, but now I'm seeing that they actually really tiny. So I'll be buffing this guy to fit in there. And then I'll show you once I have them all filed. There we go. I'm really filing these little things down a lot. So that they could fit in there. Alright. Alright, let me see. So when he goes in, and I'm using my little tweezer guy, I know he's too big, I can see it, but he would be like that. So I need to take off from the side, you see, so that he could fit in. But that's basically what I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna come back so that we can glue it together, okay? Let's do that. Alright, so there's our little guy, right? I have him all buffed up, and this guy's all ready. He's even all around, and then what I also use, let me show you real quick here, is just this brush, just because he happens to fit. And I just put him in here to clean it all up so there's no dust from all of the dusting that went on earlier. So it could be kind of clear whatever's inside, right? So now I'm going to take this guy just like that. He's buffed. And I'm going to put him in here. Whoops. He went inside. Okay, but let me get my glue, okay? Let me get ready. Not ready. And then I'm going to use this. And I'm using this because it's gel. And I'm going to be curing. And I don't want that to give me any kind of rash or anything. Allergy. That's what they call it. So here's what I'm doing. I'm basically wanting that to be snugged in, right? So I'm going to take a little bit. Not a whole bunch. It just doesn't take that much. And I'm putting it right there on the edge, right? Boom, boom, boom. And then also around the other side. And it won't matter if it pinked it. You know, it's not going to harm anything. So I'm just going like that to put that in there. And like this, right? Okay. Now I'll take my little guy. And he's going to go in this way. You know, me and him have our moments. And I'm using my thumb to press against it so that he could hit the wall in the back. You see that? So that he could hit the wall in the back. and then I press it down like this just to make sure that he's also sitting on the thing on the bottom, you see. Whoop, and I moved like that. He sits on the bottom and he's pressed in there so that he hits all the walls. Hang on, let me get him right. Let me get him snug. And he's going to be outward, and that's okay because I can buff that. But I do need that to anchor it in like that. I'm going to use this. And this is the part where that gel is curing. I don't want that to be my skin. And I'm only doing this just for a couple of seconds. I will actually put it inside of the curing lamp. Now, see, it's there, and I'm going to let it cure completely inside of the curing lamp. And I will, again, when it comes out, I do use this little guy, and I'll buff the back of it so he's flat, you know. And then that'll be that. That'll be that guy with that little thing there. And in. Oh, I took his things off, by the way. I took off the stuff, and basically what I did, I just used some acetone, and I'm seeing it, and then I just removed it. Boom, done. My marker's no longer needed. Okay, so once it's been cured, and I have this little guy here, I buff that off, or file it off, using this. I just file it and take it off. It makes a really big mess, guys, so I'm just gonna do that off camera. Whoops. And there he is, just getting that, you see, just getting that back off of it. I'm just basically taking this and buffing it off like that. That's all, so that it could be even. And I could even buff on the top of it too, you know, to make it even there. Because nobody actually sees this part. It's just a functionality piece there. Boom, there you go. Little dust. There it is. Also about comfort, right? I would imagine. Again, this is my first. I haven't even worn Aquarium nails, but they be looking so cute. Boom. We want to be down, right? And then what's going to happen too, after I put my design on, then I'll be able to go ahead and give it a top coat as well. And that way I'll have a real nice clean look on here. I'm going to finish this off by using my little buffer here. And I'll just be buffing that piece right here that's sticking out from the rest. There we go. There it is, until it matches the rest of my nail. Boom. There it is. Yeah, buddy. Now we have a top stopping anything that goes in there from coming and touching our nail. Oh, this one goes here. Oh, escaping. Yeah. Next time maybe we'll do wet, but I'm not even trying to mess with wet right now, dog. I'm just trying to get this together. But now, you know, I don't have to worry about leakage. I'm using acetone, and I'm just taking off my little marker because I won't need it anymore, right? I've already done it. Now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing to the rest of the nails until we have 5. And we'll have 5 complete finished nails there. Now do my little crochet thing and we'll stuff them in there. Yeah, buddy. And then I'm thinking up here, I'm going to color it maybe purple because it's going to have green and purple. And then I'm going to stamp something, but I don't know what yet. Let's think about that. Alright, we survived it, guys. They are all done. So they have the little tops on them on the back. You see that? And their back. They have their back on there, their little top. There we go. And we have our entry where we're going to be putting out things, right? Honestly, air can spray in there because, you know, I'm buffing and stuff. And you see, that's my little top right there, which is these little guys. Once they get all buffed in and you set them in there, you buff them all up, they're all good. Now this one though, if you notice, these look buff and this one already has a top coat, and that's the part that I haven't done with you guys, so I'm gonna do that now. This is a complete product right here. I'll be able to put in my crochet thing in there when I'm done. I mean, it's not a lot of space. I'm not even gonna front. That's tiny. I should have probably packed that and not packed the other one. Jeez. Okay, so, you know, that's something to think about too. But also on the inside, I just use this really long brush. And I just got this off of Amazon, and I'm using a no white top coat, so that way nothing gets stuck to it. With my crochet item that I'm going to put in there. Clearly it's going to be tiny, tiny. But then that'll be the baby finger. Oh, quit playing. I'm here to tell you, a lot of effing work, dog. Look. Okay, so let's get to work. We're going to put the inside, right? And then, after I do the inside, then I also go ahead and put a top coat on the outside as well. Alright, so there it is where the nail base sits. Boom. On the inside, on the back, is that little top that we put on it. And, you know, just a regular thingy. Boop, boop. Custom. Custom, baby, custom. Alright, so here we go. Let's get this in here. And I'm just taking the top coat brush and wiping this on it. Shouldn't take very much. I'm just trying to get it to be, you know, clear so that you can see what's going on in there. And this gel top coat, how do you say, I forget the flipping word I'm looking for. Levels, there you go. It does a little bit of leveling, but I can see from here, you know, I have some dry spots in there. So I could probably use a little bit more, you see it? Alright, here you go, hold up. I guess I went in a little dry, but I also don't want to put too much. Here I go, whoa, like is that too much, you know? Hold up. Okay, here we go. Let's try this. Nice. There's that one, and then there's that one. Let's see. There we go. Alright. Now we'll definitely be able to tell, and we can just anchor it, you know, using a little tip right there. We'll be able to tell when I do this part. And I'm literally top coating the entire nail, everything. There we go. Even on the back. So when I cure this, I'm going to cure this on here for about 60 seconds. And then I will go ahead and turn it and cure it on the other side for 60 seconds as well. I mean, it's all clear. But just to be 1000% sure. There we go. And I can just see right here on this little edge, you could use some of that top coat on the inside. So I'm gonna grab a little bit here. And go in here. There we go. There we go. We will go ahead and cure that for the initial 60 seconds. And then they're all going to be just like this. And I'm going to begin my crochet thing, which I actually have a pattern all ready to go. So that'll be the next thing. Once I have the crochet, we can stick it in there, and then we'll be good, okay? So I'll be back when all of this is done, when I even have more crocheting. We'll put our stuff in there. We'll finally be able to talk about Robin, the lady of the hour. There's been so much going on with these nails, my goodness. But let me tell you, we are definitely going to get to know her just a little bit more after this. Okay, so I have here, I think this was 8, and then it has a couple of double crochets on there. Wait, half double crochets, so I guess they're a little bit longer than what a double crochet would be, right? The thumb is the biggest one that you can insert stuff on, so it does fit the thumb, but look, there's no way for this little tiny thing, well, this little tiny insertion to a set such a big stitch. So I'm thinking I'll just need to do a smaller stitch, and then more than like a single stitch, because they're really kind of small in there, you know, especially the baby. Look how small it is. I don't know. We're gonna make this work, because listen, first of all, we're already here, and second, Robin really needs these. Let me tell you about this lady. She loves some crochet stuff. You hear me? The granny square stuff, all kinds of stuff the lady has. Like scarves. What do they call those things where, I mean, I don't want to say kimono, but it's something like that. It's like a kimono, but crocheted. Oh man, what else the lady had? A lot of little things that people have made her, like little cute stuffed type animals and stuff, or different things. So that's one of the things that she loves, and is really into. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna chain. That was 8, I think. So see, I'll be talking garbage. I think I did 3. Hold up. Okay, hold up. But the thing, honestly, that really attracted me and Robin at the beginning, I want to say, is just that she is freaking hilarious. Let me tell you, so freaking funny, and be keeping it real. You hear me? And I be doing the same stuff, and I also think I'm funny, so you know, it worked. It worked. So, okay, so that was 3. Let's do 5. 4... and 5. I don't even know, to be honest, how old Robin is turning, or anything really. I just thought it was for her birthday, since we're doing some nails and stuff. For sure, I want to do something that she likes, and she has been sharing these aquarium type nails, and it's definitely something that I wanted to try already, and it's just like, oh, it's hard, you know, it's hard to try this stuff. So this kind of pushed me, you know. I'm gonna skip the first one, and I'm gonna come in here, and I'm gonna do just a double crochet instead of the half, okay, which has me do like an extra little step. Instead of that, we're just gonna pull it through here all the way. Boom, we have a uno. It's so tiny. This is also a smaller thread. Hold up, what went down? Oops, that got weird, right? See this? I'm not a good crocheter, ladies and gents. I'm really not. Even though it's lots of fun, I don't know what the crap I be doing, okay? Making it up. Hold up, better there. 1, okay. Focus. 1, uno. Let me tell you, I've done like a blanket, and I'll be like totally lopsided by the time I'm done. Listen, because count, I'll be losing it. Oh man, it'd be a mess. Okay, so here we go. We're not gonna do that here. Let's try to focus. 2. Honestly, the smaller the project, the better. 3. Oh boy, because ADD be like, 4. Wait, was that 4? Or this one is 4? Dude, this one is 4, right? Okay, I should have just went in through here. So that's not even a double. Listen. Oh, I'm done. Listen, don't listen to me. This is a mess. That's not even a double. I don't know what a double is. Oh, shite. Hold up. I think the double came. My bad. I'm laughing so hard. Okay, so listen. The double, when I go in, I'm supposed to go ta-tang and then do it again. You know, loop again. But I didn't do that yet. That was straight in, dog. It came right out. Oh, shoot. Oh, I can't with myself. This is a mess. Okay, so yeah, so that's cute, you know. I'm happy with the colors here too because I have the green. In the last one, I didn't have as much of the green. So, and she loves greens. It's one of the colors that she loves, from what I understand, even though she's been leaning towards the purple a lot. But yeah, from what I hear, green was like her original love or whatever. So let's see. Oh, so that guy goes in sin problema, no problems. But see, he's not full. But you know what I could do though? I could just make another row. Popping. Because I think he's actually lengthwise and everything. Maybe uno más. Maybe one more length, right? So I did 5. This time, let's do 6. I mean, you know, because you have so much time on your hands. Let's do 6 this time. Hold up. Espérate, let's think. Okay, the loopy in through here. Boop. Got it. Nailed it. And we're gonna go in maybe 7, dog. 7. Vamos. 1, 2, 3, 4. Espérate. Whoa. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, right? So the first one, we're not going to go into, the one that this thing came out of. So we skip that guy, we go to the next, paca-ting, paca-boom, and, you know, this may actually be the double crochet. I don't know what the hell I did. Probably, who knows, half double crochet in this one. The one I did in the other was a double crochet. Yo, listen. Anybody knows how to do, what stitch is this? What am I doing? What is this? Okay, so I'm yarn over, right? Go in, pull, right? And then I'm just putting through. Isn't that double crochet? Or half double crochet? Because double would be like that thing, and then go in and do it again. Double would be that you go in. Okay, let me show. So double would be, espérate, hold up. That I go in here, yarn over, loop in, pull, right? And I pull through the loop, but I only do 2, and then I come back and I do it again. That's the double. Boom. But instead, I'm looping through the whole thing, which is the half double crochet, because I'm yarning over. Girl, stop. You don't know. Oh, snap. Okay, I'm done being a silly rabbit. Alright, so there we go. Uno más. Whatever it is, I think it's gonna work. Boom. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. Let's see what happens. Okay, I'm not tying it off or nothing because I don't know if it's gonna work, dude. I don't make those. Alright, so there's my little thingy. I said I was gonna do one more row, right? Because for the thumb. Okay, so let's do the other row. So after you get over here, you know, you could either, I'm just turning, okay? So you turn over, and then you start all over again. So for me, I'm going to skip, just like I did. I'm probably not going to do it in that same one line. I am. So here we go. In we go. That's another thing that always trips me out at the end. Like, wait, do I go in the same one? Are they counting that? Yo, it be a mess with this thing. Yeah. So, thank goodness this is a little baby. We'll be able to survive it. We got this. I've actually done some pretty random stuff with this. You know, like I told you guys earlier, I did the earrings and stuff, and I've done like babies' booties and stuff like that. But okay, so see, and then this is my last one that counts as one. Boom, it counts as one, though, because we gotta come square on this corner, or what? Or what? Okay, there we go. Boom. We made it. I think we made it. Dude, I mean, know your rope. Okay, so vamos a suponer, let's suppose that we're ready to put it in, right? This thing, I'll just loop them in there and stuff. He'll go in there, a little hiding and stuff. Let's see how he fits. Okay, I'm gonna use this little guy to help me fit him in. Boop. Help me out there, dog. Okay, that green guy will be looped in, so we could ignore him. But look, that might work. He's a little bit long though. I don't want to stuff him in there because then you can't see what's going on as much, right? See, so here's 2 extra. 5 was correct. I think that might work. Don't look at that guy. He gets looped in. I don't really want all that hanging though, so I'm going to back up on this, which basically means start over. And I'll be back. I'm only going to do 5 this time though. We figured it out. We got this. Let's go. Okay, so here we go. Now we have 2 rows. See, that's 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom there. 2 rows of it, and we're going to try to put that in there. There were 5. It was just a chain of 5, and there's 4 on there, right? Okay, so let's try to get them babies in here and see if we can make sense out of it. Bendito. Here we go. In you go, buddy. This your new home, bruh. Boom. Okay, maybe he was a little eager. He was a little eager to get in there. He's like, look, she ain't gonna leave us alone. So, alright, see, I like this one. This one, I cut the yarn so I could get more of the green. And I like that. That's much better. Yeah, buddy. Ah, now I'm getting all freaking happy and stuff. Okay, let's figure how we're going to cut this thing, right? Okay, so here we go. Now our guy has been weaved in, and basically I just used this and I took the end and I just weaved it in there. So he's in, baby, he's in. So what do we want to do? Let's put the darker side towards the top and the lighter towards the bottom on purple, on purpose. Let's go here. There we go. Boom. Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Oh, shut your mouth. Look at it go in, dog. It is in. Kid, are you kidding me? No, listen, like I'm doing this, but I don't even like expect to be doing this, you know? Because I'm just having a good time with the process, to be honest. So it's like, I don't know. It's like, I don't even really picture it, you know? Even though I picture it. Yeah, baby, look at that, though. Talk to me, mama. Yeah, baby. Okay, so I'm liking it, especially for first time. We did all mother effing right. You hear me? Listen, I'm not even going to be tight, okay? That they not, like, completely, you know, clean in here, perfect or whatever. We're just going to be fine. We're not even going to worry about it, you hear me? So we're going to get this little shorty bob, and we're going to pin him down here, and then buff him off. What do you think? Yeah? I was actually buffing and then putting on. But it's not a bad idea to just put on and buff. Who dies, right? Yo. Okay, so once that guy gets on there, ping, we're going to paint the top. I don't know. I do want something to pop off, you know, because I feel like it's a little bit dark in a way. The green is what you can see, but the other is a little dark. So I want to pop off with something maybe, I don't know, white, light green, something like that. So let's do this. Maybe some light purple. Oh, but what are we putting, right? I don't even know. That's the thing. I don't. You need to calm down. Stay in there, bro. Stay in there. There we go. Get that hair in there. Don't be doing all that. Let me see. Alright, there we go. Get in there. I know, that guy needs to mind his business. Okay. I'm gonna use this little guy first on it. Ay, Dios. That was loco. I'm trying to stuff that guy in there. There you go, mind your neck. Hold up. Okay, there it is. I really didn't want to wet my stuff too much, but I did. You live and you learn. Alright, boom. That's cool. That's cool. Like, I can just hold him like this. And do a little bit like that. Whoops. And off we go. Boom. So I'm just going to do that before I put him down into the actual thingy. There he goes. Oh my gosh, he wasn't even on. See, this is why you really just can't trust me. It's terrible. There we go. Chill, we real. Okay, so that should be enough that it won't slide. That's the only thing about it. I don't need you sliding, bruh. Yeah, you won't slide now. And now I could just put you in there and I don't have to worry about you and let you do that. So, let's go ahead and crochet Bomo. And what I'm thinking, I did 2 rows on that. There's no way in this world that this guy's gonna take 2. Maybe this one might, but these other dudes, I'm thinking, probably not. Let's see what we do, though. You know, let's see what we do. Let's check it out. Okay, so I'm thinking that in addition to the crochet, I should also do some aquarium yeah, that's right, aquarium nails with the whole baby oil thing, right? I don't even have a lot of baby oil, because who uses baby oil these days? No, I don't really use baby oil, listen, but I am thinking about doing the baby oil specifically too, because this baby's so flipping little. So like maybe leave that guy crochet, do another crochet in the middle because he's the bigger one, right? And then the other 3 guys, kind of small little holes, you see that? They're so tiny that I'm thinking maybe do the other thing, right? Plus, that's also cute. Listen, I don't even know what the design is going to be on top. I'm being so terrible. But I'm not even ready for this, like I said, but I think I want to do it. So let's put some stuff in there, right? Let's put some stuff. This could be fun. I was thinking some of those little pink eyes, and I have this green thing to kind of go with this, you know, green crochet. It's really more of a purple, but look at this. This is like a magenta type purple. I mean, it almost, and it also like glisters blue. You see that? It's like a little blue. I think we should do it. I mean, let's do it. Let's do it. Who's gonna say no? I don't think we should stop ourselves, guys. Let's just do it. Okay, so, oh, hold up. So let's start with the Pinky Baby Boo Boo, because he's so tiny. Super tiny. And I have, let me see here, I don't know what to use really to put this stuff in here. I don't have a plan, you know. Hold up. Let me see if I can grab some of these and drop them in the hole. Oh, he went in the hole. You see him? They went in the hole. In the hole you go, in it goes. Oh, snap, they're in there. We're in. Okay, and then some of that, I don't know, that's going to be different. That's going to be a little bit different. Okay, so we have some of those little cute little pink balls in there. Hold up, something says put more. Listen, I don't know what that something is, okay? I'm only following the rules here. Alright, so come on, big head, let's do this. Yeah, how do we get that guy in there, right? Well, I mean, so here's a little hole. Maybe that little hole will allow me to get it in here. Hold up. Oh, man. Hold up. I mean, I'm gonna tell you though, nothing comes out of it. I mean, it's not coming out. Okay, now with the first one down, let's do the other two. I'm hoping those would be a little bit, now that we know what we're doing, we could kind of roam through that a little quicker. Let's see if we could do it. Challenge accepted. I mean, you know, the first one is always wild. And there's our first guy. Let's see. And he is like a slow mover, let me tell you. So we're going to try to make the other guy a little bit looser, so he could be more movable. Let's see what happens, right? Okay, so I looked at several colors to see what would look cute, behind that, what would work good with it. And this is the one that looked the best to me. This is a chameleon polish. It is actually thermal, called Bleeding Roses from September's Little Box of Horror. Is what it is. So it changes color. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't remember. What is it changing to? I have no clue. Oh man, I forgot. But listen, I'm gonna put a white line, boop, right across, right? And then I have no idea about the stamping. I'm still thinking about it, but I think this definitely, ooh, mamma mia. I think this is definitely the color. It looks pretty cute on this side. It makes it look all nice and jelly-like. My little bubbles going back and forth. So let me fix that. Hold up. And I want to do that to the pinky too. Here we go. Got it. Nice. Very good. Very, very good. Oh, see. That's so cute, isn't it? That color is perfect. Okay, so it has to be like that to dry. Here we go. And I still have one more crochet to put in there. And when I flip these guys around, I'm also going to be putting it on the top to match that guy. And it will also have probably the white line, I'm guessing. Bing, bing. Here we go. Yeah, buddy, I'm not mad at you at all. You welcome for me. Get jiggy with it, and there we go. Now we take that little guy and cure it. Then we'll be able to paint that and color those too. Alright, cure that for 60 seconds. And what I think I'm gonna stamp on it, and of course, until it goes on the nail and I top coat it, we're not for sure. I could change my mind at any given time, guys. Any given time. But she loves mushrooms. Loves mushrooms. And this stamp has amazing mushrooms on it. So I'm thinking about maybe getting one of these cute little mushrooms and putting it on each little corner. On this, I'm gonna have a line, right? A white line. And then I'm hoping I'm able to do like a little loopy. Loop, loop, loop to make it look lacy a little bit. And then that's gonna be the flow. So that way these guys could kind of shine, you know. So, it's kind of weird to put these things on here, I guess. Not weird, it's just different. It's not the way that we're used to. I'm used to putting these guys on here. So here he goes. That stuff, you know, it's sticky stuff. Let me wipe it. And of course, they're gonna get top coat on the end anyways. But I'll probably just buff it so it could be even and not like a bulb, you know? Like those chicka 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 chicka. Buff, buff. Here we go. Let's get these guys painted. Okay, so let's color the guys that are missing the top here. And we're just gonna hold this like this. Let's pick them up because they so big heads. They do like boop and fall. Here we go. I'm gonna do 2 coats of that, right? I'm so excited because it changes color and it wasn't planned. See, big head, calm down, dog, calm down. It was not planned at all. You hear me? All I knew is that I wanted to put the crochet in like the lady did. That's it. I didn't know nada más. For sure, I'm hoping the lady loves them for her birthday. Yeah, baby. It's just basically a celebration, you know what I mean? A celebration, regardless of how old you're gonna turn. Oh, that's a part of the not the nail, dog. You're born, you're alive, you're here, you know what I mean? You do what you gotta do. I do know that Robin is a very giving lady, you know what I mean? She really is. If you're a part of her crew, she gonna hook you up. You hear me? She gonna hook you up. Cause let me tell you, I'm hooked up, okay? I have like 5 of these things. She even made me one that has nothing on it. It's just completely blank, which is really cool because it's not distracting to whatever's going on. And like, of course, I wanted to do this with it, but my little baby hand, it's just not, you know, it's just not. But it's still a really nice palette that you can see what's happening. But that's not for sale. So sorry, but like I said, the lady is super giving, super generous, no lie. Here we go. So we're gonna do uno más on that. I think the back is fine. I don't think I did to do uno más there. We can see our little flow and that is back there. Let's do it. Alright, I'm gonna let that dry. While that dries, let's talk about what I want to do here. Okay, so check it out. I heard like a whisper. It came with the wind and it was like dry sound. Not white, baby. Green. Yeah. So which one though, right? Which one? Are we gonna do the little line going across and then I don't know. Which one do you think? I mean, look, hold up. Hold up. Because now I don't know where my brush is. Okay, here we go. There we go. We got it. Yeah. Is this number 3? Yeah, let's do number 3. Number 3 is a little bit longer than number 2. Number 2 and then number 3. So I'm using these for more than just, you know what I mean? The ¿cómo se llama? The reverse painting and stuff. Okay, so here we go. We have our line, and we are at our last piece here, which is going to be adding, I want to put this butterfly here. So adorable. So adorable. I love it. I've definitely used that before. You know what? What if we put a cloud too? That would be cute up at the top, and then as it allows, you know, because some of them, like this one is a baby, and then like a little mushroom. Yeah, let's try it. Let's build a little tiny scene on the top of them. Let's do it. Bing, bing, bing. Yo, check it out. There they are, all primed and proper. Little thingy, flow. It's hard for me to show a flow when I'm barely, there we go. Oh, I don't have a lot of space here. Oh man, it's so cute. I'm here to tell you, I love it. Little crochet in there. Nice with a little spring on top. And we got a flow, baby. We got a flow. And the best thing about them too, besides all of this, right? Just one more. They change color. So let's check it out, right? Let's dip. We're gonna dip in this cup. Dippy dip. And when I come back, it'll be different, right? Boom. You see that? How pretty is that? How cute is that? There you can see a little bit better with all this gloss and stuff. It's hard to show with all this gloss. But look at it. Little gold. Got a little gold star in these and some flaky stuff. Oh, I'm just so excited. And you know what? We didn't do bad. Look at the back of them. They look perfectly fine, baby. Look at that. All right, well, I definitely hope you guys had a lot of fun. And maybe, you know, I could encourage you to try it yourself because let me tell you, I am no expert at all. I just enjoy having a really good time doing some nails. Boom. And challenging myself as well, you know. And when you challenge yourself, it's not always comfortable. It's not always, you know, like, woo, because you're not an expert. But how will you ever be able to, you know, get better or something if you don't try? This is what I heard, right? The quote I heard was, espérate, hold on. The magic you're looking for is in the work that you're avoiding. And let me tell you, I've been avoiding trying this because I've wanted to. No más avoid. Look at us go, baby. If I can do it, you can absolutely do it. See you later. Lots of love. Share it. Boom, boom, boom. Everywhere you go, baby, especially with yourself. So important. Fill that cup. Fill that cup, baby. Hablamos ahorita. We'll talk later. Adios. Au revoir. Peace.